Ken Baisley with the rip. Dean Larry, you got to load that one up. Hey, hey.
Oh, got a little wink action there.
Hey, and set. Good! The Warriors in the state final!
Welcome to the regional semifinals here at Monroe High School between the Mason Comets and the Loveland Tigers. This is a rematch of an earlier game earlier in the season between these two folks. And we've got Mason, perennial power in local Southwest Ohio soccer, against the Loveland Tigers, who are actually the defending state champions. So this game will, winner of this game will obviously be meeting in the regional finals, which will be being played tonight between Cincinnati, Mount Notre Dame, and Beaver Creek. And that game will provide the rights to be in the state final four. We got a good matchup tonight right now. We've got Mason being introduced.
Senior forward number 7, Vanessa Atkins. Senior defense number 9, Catherine Berry.
Got introduced now for the Mason Comets, Catherine Berry, number 9.
Senior forward number 10, Allison Winterhalter.
Senior forward Allison Winterhalter.
Senior midfielder number 11, Mackenzie Berryman.
Senior midfielder Mackenzie Berryman.
Senior midfielder number 14, Olivia Paulnow.
Senior midfielder number 14, Olivia Paulnow.
Senior defense number 18, Megan Curran.
And the Loveland Tigers are about to be introduced.
Number 19, Eliza Holler.
And finally, for the Mason Comets, number 19, Elise Holler.
The Mason Comets are head coached by Andy Scher.
And head coached by Andy Scher.
Bradley Tripp, and manager Kat Borbroker.
We are now about to have the national anthem, I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms like no other. At this time, you are invited to stand for the playing of our national anthem.
So we're about ready to.
As a reminder, you'll have to help keep our schools and athletic facilities.
Okay, very good. In terms of the brackets for this evening, for the semifinals, we've got Mason playing, obviously, Loveland tonight in a regional semifinal. We've got Cincinnati Mount Notre Dame playing Beaver Creek in the other regional semifinal. On the other side, we've got Columbus Bishop Watterson playing Lewis Olentangy. Dublin Jerome playing Ashland. And finally, Notre Dame Academy is playing North Royalton, and Strongsville is playing Twinsburg, and finally Medina is playing Massillon Jackson. So these games are all being played this evening at 7 o'clock. So look forward to some exciting action tonight. As I repeated earlier, Loveland won the state championship last year, beating Perrysburg. Loveland was ranked the #2 team in the state last year, and Perrysburg was ranked #7. So that was the first state title for the Loveland Tigers. Got a little cheering going on from the Mason crowd. They are fired up, ready to go tonight. Mason Comets have a pretty good history themselves in the state Final Four. A few years ago, they were back-to-back in the finals, lost both years, but 2 state semifinals back-to-back. So both teams, big game tonight, and we could be looking at teams that could be playing for the state title of tonight's win. So it's really excited for a good contest this evening. Once again, we are playing at Monroe High School. Great facility, great sight lines tonight. So I've broadcast a few other games where it's tough to see the whole field, but this field is perfect playing on the football side. So should be starting here in a moment. Beautiful night, by the way. They're expecting heavy rains tomorrow. Terrible weather the next 2 days, but tonight is going to be perfect for soccer. A little bit of a wind down on the field, but not too bad, and warm compared to how it's been the last week or two. We've got a great night for soccer. Ball initially contested there by Mason, which went to the ground, and Mason continues to possess the ball, quickly attacking, and right off the bat, moving the ball very, very well. Beautiful move. A shot on goal and just over the top. Just like that, Mason has their first shot at goal, not on goal, but that was Nicole Onweiler. A great job for Mason attacking early, and I think they're showing their intentions tonight is to come out and play strong. And seen some contests in the past where you could have a goal in the first minute, and that could be it. So kicking the ball off for Loveland, goalkeeper, goal kick. Nice kick out to about the 35-yard line. Possessed by Loveland. To the midfield, contested for Mason. Mason has control again, Nicole Onweiler. Loveland, and it looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Mason. And that throw-in is going to be by #7, Vanessa Adkins. Senior forward. Ball is played back easily to the Mason keeper. And out to about the 40. We'll use the football guidelines tonight. Ball contested by Mason. Cleared down the field. Letting it roll. Still inbounds. Cleared out by Loveland. Found a teammate and cleared back out by Mason. By Loveland. Off a Loveland player and a throw in for Mason. Got a good crowd this evening for both sides. It looks like we've got people still settling in. Mason is on the home side, so they're on the shielded part of the field. Now Loveland is on the away side, but tonight it's actually pretty good conditions both times. This time of year, you're never sure what you're going to get. Get a nice night like tonight, or you could have chilly, awful weather, which is probably coming tomorrow. Ball played wide by Loveland. Nice move. Dangerous cross. Oh. She had the ball. Beautiful cross. She tried to shoot it right off the bat. She probably could have settled it, and that was a pretty good scoring opportunity right there. She was right in great position to potentially score. Ball was cleared out by Loveland, number 21. That was Lauren Williams. Both of these teams have a lot of experience in game. Mason's probably even more so than Loveland in terms of the amount of seniors on the roster. Glancing at Loveland, looks like they have 5 seniors. Looking at Mason, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seniors. So you definitely have a senior-oriented team here from Mason. Pretty impressive that Loveland won the state title last year. Of course, maybe last year's team had a lot of seniors, so it'd be a good question. But they're obviously playing here this evening, and if they did lose some players from last year, didn't seem to affect them very much. Their overall record is 15-1-3, and I don't have Mason's record right in front of me, but it's pretty similar. So you got two powerhouses here. Collision there, and we'll see who the foul's on. It's on Mason for impeding her progress, and we've got a free kick coming up here for Loveland. Beautiful cross to the middle, but cleared out easily by Mason. Back in by Loveland. Headed, nice settle. Nice job of bringing it out. And cleared, and it's going to be a throw-in for Mason. Throw-in should be by number 8, Jenna Burns. Cleared out of play. Question was, did it ricochet off a Mason player? No, Mason's got the throw-in, thrown in quickly. Try to see if they can cash Loveland off gear. And actually, it'll cross over the end line for a goal kick for Loveland. So far, we've had some opportunities on both sides. Loveland had a pretty nice opportunity down the other side of the field. Wasn't able to settle it. Right now, I think both teams are trying to settle in. Sure, there's a few jitters involved in playing this game tonight. But so far, both teams seem to be playing with some poise, and we'll see how it goes. Ball was played there by Mackenzie Berryman. Looks like that might have been a handball, and that's what the ref called. So this will be not a throw-in, but this will be a free kick for the Loveland Tigers. Loveland and Mason geographically aren't very far away from each other. Loveland actually sits in 3 counties. Mason just sits in 1, but Mason consists of the city of Mason and Deerfield Township. Deerfield Township actually touches a couple of areas. I don't know if it covers any of Loveland. Deerfield Township has students in the Princeton School District, believe it or not, students in the Mason School District, students in the Loveland School District, students in Kings High School, and perhaps part of Loveland. I don't think so, though. I think that would probably be in the Sims-Loveland area. But anyway, these two teams are in different conferences, but geographically maybe 10 minutes apart. So. And like we said, they played each other earlier. Beautiful cross. Opportunity for Loveland. Everybody messed it on the head. Possessed by Loveland. Can she keep it in? She does. But kicks it out of bounds. So we're going to have a Mason goal kick here with 33 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, we've got people still settling in tonight. Still making it here to Monroe High School, which borders Mason. So when you get to the end of Mason, city of Mason, parts of Deerfield, then you go into Monroe. So in terms of distance, pretty short trip for a lot of Mason. Not too far for Loveland, but for parts of Mason, it just borders. Monroe area is known for having an antique mall up here. It's got a lot of big facilities now with Amazon coming in. So a lot of open area. This high school facility's maybe been here for 5 or 6 years. Oh, beautiful play right there. Can she possess it? Went off a Mason player, and we're going to have a corner kick for Loveland. So we'll see how Loveland does here on their set piece. We've got a bunch settled in the goal right now. We've got a lot in the goal. Loveland now is switching, making runs to the net from the other side. Pretty good idea. Wow, lucky. That net was wide open on the back side. If we had a replay, if you could see a replay of that for our audience, you'll see that Loveland had a massive chance there to take the first goal. Ball went off a Loveland player, and if she could have directed it just a little bit more to the right, Loveland's got a 1-0 lead. Ball was cleared by Mason, but out of play. So you've got a throw in for the Loveland Tigers. And Loveland's getting some opportunities here. Throw in from number 17 for Loveland, and that would be Maria Bosch or Doist. Probably need a little help on that pronunciation. Bashar Doist. She is a junior. Throwing over the end line, and another free kick, another goal kick for Mason. So we've now got 10 minutes here in the first half, and so far I would say the play's been pretty even. Loveland has probably had the better chances, though. They've had a couple of, one that just missed there, and then about 4 or 5 minutes ago we had the one where it was crossed to the middle and Loveland was not quite ready to settle it, but good scoring chance. So if you're Mason, you'd want to bring this ball out a little bit more and start pressing the attack like Mason did at the very beginning. Ball was cleared out, but intercepted by number 21, Lauren Williams. Lauren Williams, senior. And so for a few of these Loveland players and for the Mason players, they're obviously playing to see if they can continue their soccer career or if it might end tonight. I know we've got a couple of Mason players that are college bound. I'll try to look here in a few minutes and maybe get an idea of who from Loveland's side is college bound. I'm sure there's a few. So if we look at the schedule of Loveland during this year, I don't have the results, but I do have their opponents. Loveland started the season playing West Jessamine in Kentucky. Not sure where that is. That was August 18th. Played Lakota West, Fairfield, Anderson. They played Ryle, Kentucky. They played Kings. They played Sycamore, Milford, Withrow, Hilliard Bradley. They played several games out of town, it looks like. Walnut Hills, Mason, September 29th. West Claremont, Mount Notre Dame, Turbin, Lebanon. So I had a variety of places they played and a variety of level of teams that they played. I might have to look at the scoring to see who won the Mason-Loveland game. I'm not sure. I'm thinking Mason won it 2-1, but I'll get a confirmation on that. Part of the Mason faithful weren't happy on that call or lack of call there. Good cross pass from Loveland's Maria Bashort, but they let it get out of play. Ball cleared by Loveland and another throw in for Mason.
Hey, Loveland beat Mason.
Okay, it looks like Loveland actually beat Mason in their contest this year. And that was September 29th, so that wasn't about a month ago, a little over a month ago. So was that Mason's only loss of the year? Normally I have some of these stats prepared, but I was called into broadcasting duties about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So usually I have some of these stats printed out, and usually I have a color person I'm working with on these, but we'll figure it out as we go. Ball is cleared. Okay, first game was Loveland 2-0 over Mason. So Mason has a revenge motive besides continuing their season. And then in terms of the rankings statewide, I printed that off before tonight. You have Loveland ranked 4th in the state. Number 1 team in the state is Medina. Then you've got Strongsville, Beaver Creek, and Loveland. So the winner of this game, you're going to have the number 3 and number 4 team in the state playing each other. Oh, beautiful set in. Good chance for Mason here. Could you put a hand on? Oh, just wide. It looked like that no, it wasn't deflected. I thought he was pointing to a corner, but he was pointing to a goal kick. Great opportunity for Mason there. Very close to being a goal. So I am not sure in terms of the state rankings. You'll get the replay coming up here for the folks watching on TV. I don't know if later will you guys be printing up a replay schedule on the screen. Ball is possessed there. Oh, that was a nice little half kick from Mason. Once again, Maria Boschart's got the ball. She's had it a couple times. We've called that. Mason intersects the pass, comes attacking. Oh, trip from behind. That's an easy call right there. So we've got a free kick from the Mason Comets in a position where this might pose some danger for the Loveland Tigers. And we got a little chant from the Mason faithful that it's not allowed. Good ball, but wide. So that opportunity goes by the board. Still 0-0, and with 24 minutes, we're getting close to halfway through the first half. Good opportunities on both sides, but no score so far. Pretty much got what we expected so far. I mean, expected this to be a very competitive game, which it has been. And, guessing right now who's going to win this game, I couldn't tell you. Ball cleared back by Mason. Back into the middle, an attempted pass into to number 6, Tori Bono, but intercepted by Loveland and cleared all the way back to the Mason keeper. Easy ball to control, obviously. And so far, I don't know if we've seen any subs yet. I don't think we have had any so far. So we'll see. Normally, the substitution patterns you see in the regular season are sometimes not as frequent as in the playoffs. But you don't have much room for error. Good attempt there for a pass through, and actually Mason can contain the ball as well. She got in the middle of the field. Let's see what she does with it. Played back nicely. Oh. Ricocheted off a Loveland player, and that's a field goal. Don't get any points for that, but she cleared it through the football uprights very cleanly. So worth taking the opportunity there. You never know. We've seen balls that far go in the net, so worth a shot. Goal kick again here from Loveland. And we have just a hair under 23 minutes to go in the first half. We've got some substitutions coming in for Loveland. Loveland Tiger. I can't tell from here exactly the number. When she turns, I might be able to see it. I think it's number 9. That is Claire Davis. I'm sorry, Caton Palmer. I got the years and the numbers mixed up. She is a sophomore for Loveland, so 2 of our first subs here for Loveland. Ball played, possessed by Mason, went off of a Mason player, but still got to them. Nice run up here, up the field by Vanessa Adkins. Played the ball through well, looking to make a through pass on the edge. Good idea. Just missed getting there for Vanessa Adkins, I believe. But a very good idea to play a wide and then play back to the middle. Ball is cleared out. controlled very nicely from the new girl that just substituted in. Katrine Palmer. Ball's played there by Natalie Atkins. And back to Loveland. So throw in here from Mason, and now Mason's starting to flip the field a little bit. They're getting opportunities on their side where earlier on Loveland was getting theirs. So Coach Schnurr, I think you feel a lot better when you're attacking rather than you're defending the goal. Good back pass right there. Played it right back to her. Well done, but better done from number 6, Jordan Morrison, a senior. Nice job there from Mason to possess the ball. Good pass, can she get to it? Yep. Adroitly played it down to Atkins. Into the middle. Oh, and we running onto it just a hair. Here behind the play. Good chance, good opportunity. Put a lot of pressure there on the Loveland defense, who did the wise thing by clearing it out of bounds. Loveland clears it out, back to Mason. Possesses the ball, tries to turn. Beautiful move, 2 beautiful moves. And a good idea. Those were some pretty sweet moves that she made. And Mason's back to possessing the ball. Loveland through, playing a long ball, but that is going to go out of bounds. And that will put us almost exactly at the halfway mark here in the first half. Comets 0, Loveland Tigers 0. Opportunities on both sides, but so far still scoreless. Anybody's game, obviously. Nice turn again. Beautiful moves there from Allison Winterhaller. Good idea down the middle. Played a little bit not wide enough. Cleared in from Mason. She'll have to make a decision on whether to play it back to the keeper or play it out of bounds. And wise decision to play it out of bounds. If she'd have played it back to the keeper, that could have been very dangerous for Comets. Ball is cleared over the end line, and we've got another Loveland goal kick. We've had a few goal kicks so far, so it's from both sides, so it's been going end to end. There really hasn't been a opportunity where either keepers had to make a save so far. There's been scoring opportunities, but nothing where they've had to make a difference. But I'm sure before the night's up, you're going to have to.
Number 2, Natalie Lanes, and number 8, Jenna Burns.
The way this game is playing out so far, there's been opportunities both sides, but 1 goal would be massive. Whoever gets that first goal is going to have a big advantage here. This could easily be, they played their first game 2-0. This could easily be a 1-0 game tonight. And hopefully we'll decide it in regulation or overtime and not in the penalty kicks. Though penalty kicks can be exciting. It just seems like an unusual way to decide a game. Well played through. Let's see if she's fast enough to get there. She is. See if she... Vanessa Atkins, very nice move. Oh, it's in! That is the idea of taking a shot on goal. It wasn't hit that hard, but somehow she just didn't keep it in front of her and it went into the net. Wow. That's got to be an upsetting goal to give up from the keeper. It was hit with some pace, but that should have, honestly, that probably should have been saved, but that's why you put it on net. A lot of pressure playing in the state tournament. She got a low and got it underneath her. She didn't get down. We're going to have 2 looks on the replay coming up here. That's why sometimes you want to take a shot. I mean, she got herself in a great position, and we'll see if that 1 goal is massive. Obviously, Mason's very excited by that, and now you've got this ex-state champions with the monkey on their back to see if they can come back here. Mason would obviously love to put a second goal in here and put themselves up. But let's give some credit to Mason on that play. I mean, she made a wonderful move getting in the position to take a shot. She got some pace on it, made the keeper make a save. She hit it low, and honestly, she hit it so low that she didn't get down and it went through her. didn't fully stop it. So kudos to Mason for getting that goal. Let me get a confirmation on the score on that. Was that Nicole Unweiler that got the goal, or was that Vanessa Adkins? From up here, it's a little difficult to see some of the numbers, and I'm almost thinking it was Nicole Unweiler that got the goal, but I may be wrong. The Mason faithful were not very happy at that call. Here's a replay of the foul coming up. I'm not able to comment on whether it was a foul or not, but I probably shouldn't anyway. Who was? Okay, so I got it wrong to begin with, but I got it right later on. So it was Nicole Unweiler that got the goal to put Mason up 1-0. That is a goal she will not soon forget if Loveland holds on to win this match. And whatever happens, whoever wins this match, we're going to have as equally a good a contest coming up on Saturday when you've got number 2 or number 3 on the state, Beaver Creek, playing. Beaver Creek is undefeated at 14-0-0. So that will be a tough match for whoever wins this game. Beaver Creek is perennially a power in both girls and boys soccer. This year the Mason boys didn't go as far as they wanted to, and it had been the first time in, so I couldn't remember how many years that neither Mason or Beaver Creek had not played in the regional semifinal. We've got several subs coming in for Mason now. Number 6, number 17, and number 1. In an order, that would be Tori Bono, Jana Sirlis, and Elizabeth Berry. So I think the depth of Mason has certainly helped them this year in the couple games that we've seen. They've got a lot of capable players, and that's probably in conjunction with being, you know, the largest high school or number 1 or number 2 high school in the state. Always a deep soccer team. Played it out back to Loveland, and Mason back on the pressure. Like I said before, Mason would certainly love to get a two-goal lead here, which would really put the pressure on Loveland. Loveland's got enough time with 14 minutes to go in the half. I mean, they've still got 55 minutes to get this thing even. So they're going to get their opportunities for sure before this night's over. And being the number 4 team in the state, they're not going to lie down and, you know, give up, if anything, be more determined. So a long way to go here for Mason to win this game, but getting that first goal is obviously pretty big. Ball is well crossed. Played excellently by the Mason defender, but brought back in by Loveland. She's in position to take a dangerous shot here. Got a little bit away from her. Continues to hustle. We've got a corner kick for Loveland. So here we go. We've got Loveland now on their end with the position to get this game even. And let's look at their formation. The last time they had everybody positioned in the net, and they made a semicircle with a run to the goal. This time they've got everybody lined up outside of the 18 and make their runs from there. So putting pressure on Mason to mark players. Mason's actually got 2 on the back, 3 that aren't even marking anybody, just waiting for the defenders to come in. So interesting formation, then they'll step back. So giving Mason a couple different looks. Well crossed, but never got it to the front of the net. She's a little bit frustrated that she didn't give her players an opportunity to make a run on the net. A little bit of wind blowing that way, so that might have affected it partially, but either way, got to be a little bit of a disappointment for the Loveland Tigers not to get an opportunity to get the game back even there. So we're quickly down to 13 minutes here in the first half. Seemed like we went from 20 to 13 pretty quickly. A lot of action here tonight. and in our regional semifinal match. And don't know if there's a way we can see some of the other results, maybe on Twitter or whatever. Somebody may be able to check on their phones. Maybe I'll do the same to see if we have any other results coming here. They may announce them over the loudspeaker too, if we listen real carefully. Tiger throwing coming up here.
Into the game for the Tigers, number 22, Riley Pack.
And for players or fans wanting to get feedback on the tournament in general, there's a site called Yappy, which is used by all the different sports, but you always see a lot of interesting posts on there on people's commentary and things of that nature. Commenting on the refereeing, commenting on the teams, commenting on the coaches, players, just about anything you can imagine with an open forum. Ball played there by Mason, making a nice run up the field. Stolen back by Loveland. Through. Making a run on it from the Loveland side to see if they can put pressure. And Mason just decided to clear that ball out, give Loveland to throw it. Throwing is coming from Maria Berdouche. Having a tough time with that name tonight. Might just say Maria. Headed back to the middle. Cleared out nicely by Mason. And they might have a run here. Well defended from Loveland. She got over there very quickly. That was number 2. Emily Cuban made a great run to just cut off that opportunity for Mason. The one making a run for Mason was Caitlin Heckler, number 16. Into the corner, putting a lot of pressure on her here. And I think we may have a corner kick. Nope, we have a goal kick. I wonder if that had gone off of Mason, but it obviously did not, so. We're gonna replay that shot in the corner, see what happened. Think they got it right? We've got substitutions coming back in for Mason, number 19, number 11, and number 18. In order, that would be Mackenzie Berriman, Megan Curran, and Elise Howler. So Mason is doing some multiple substitutions here in the last couple minutes of the half. Stay fresh. Maybe catch Loveland too with a second goal or not. Since Mason scored the goal, Loveland has been pushing it up and has probably had to play more in their end since then. But this game's been web and flow with that a little bit. That was a foul. Pretty hard one there. So we're going to get a throw in or a free kick from Mason at the 50-yard line. We have 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Then another cheer from the Mason faithful fans who settled in. I tell you what, as this game's got along, we've got a pretty good crowd on both sides. We have a large student section right along the bottom row. A lot. So really good turnout tonight here for the Mason faithful. And a very well played game as anticipated. These teams are pretty darn even. And even though Mason's got the 1-0 lead, it certainly isn't safe. And they're going to have to continue to attack and defend well in order to protect this 1-0 lead. Loveland is defending state champ. Probably not too eager to go home, ready to keep playing tonight. Got a throw in from Megan Curran. Cleared out by Loveland, but back to a Mason player. And cleared out a play again by Loveland. And another throw in for Megan Curran. Attempts to throw it. Mason player. Played by Loveland, headed back by Loveland. Played back to Megan Howler. Headed to Loveland. And cleared long to see if, we're trying to see if Boy, the 11 players coming fast. She had to make a quick decision, and she probably made the right decision because the Loveland player there, I think that was number 15. She was coming fast and furious, and if the keeper hadn't come out and cleared that play, that was Amy Polakowski, I think, there might have been a scoring opportunity there. So she was a good aggressive there, and that's not an easy play. Throw in, played through by Loveland, and it's going to be another goal kick for Mason. Said that more than a few times tonight. And as we get into the fainting moments of the first half, Mason is up 1-0 on the one goal that which was opportune. It was probably a goal that probably should have been saved, but put it on net, she put some pace on it, and it wasn't, and as a result, Mason's up 1-0. Well played. Cleared out of bounds again by Maria. Throw in Megan Curran. Taking more than a few of the throw-ins here in the last couple of minutes. Cleared out of play and into the stands. One hopper. Couple hopper. Another throw in by Megan. Played back to the middle of the field. And making Loveland make a play here. Oh, she stole it. This could be a nice opportunity here, but well defended by Loveland. But here we've got a corner kick for Mason. Let's see what Mason does in the corner here.
Kick will be taken by number 6, Tori Bonner.
See if they'll make any creative moves here for a run on the net. So replay here, the ball going out of bounds. Corner kick here being taken by Tori Bono. Let's see if she can put it on net. Let's see if Mason can get a second goal. Good cross. Oh, one bouncer, and she just couldn't get the short hop. Not an easy ball to play. But if she was able to, could have been dangerous. So again, this is the regional semifinal from Monroe High School with the Loveland Tigers, the defending state champions, playing the Mason Comets. Both contenders certainly for the Final Four and both contenders for state titles. Well played, but taken back by Loveland, back by Mason. Cleared again, see if, nice job, she got to it. And we'll see if she can make a run here and force the Loveland to play it out. That was really well played there. She was able to not only clear it, but clear it to one of her players. And then cleared long over the top, and here's that run again. Keeper's coming out to well beyond the 18-yard box to clear it wide. Clear it out. Nice pass down the side, forcing Loveland to do the throw out of bounds. And our steady and throw in specialist with another opportunity. Playing it down the sideline. Loveland. Played by Loveland. Let's see if she put some pressure on her. She did. And forces her to make a throw in from deep in the Loveland zone with 3 minutes to go here. So Loveland's got, Mason would love to put another goal in here for the first half. Loveland would like to clear it out of here so that they're not in the challenge of doing that. We'll see what they talk about at halftime. Cleared out, cleared back in, dangerous. And I think we've got another corner kick here for Mason. Always dangerous on the corner kick, and if they could grab a 2-0 lead going into halftime, that would be a massive lead. cross. Cleared well out by Loveland. Nice, beautiful job of clearing the ball there. And a throw in for Mason. We all know who that means. No, we got a different throw in. Our goal scorer decided she wanted to throw in. Maybe Megan's arms are getting tired from all the throw-ins. Giving her a break. Job well cleared there, and let's see if Loveland has enough time to give themselves a scoring opportunity. Do have a minute 40 left. Cleared out of bounds, Loveland throwing. So let's see if Loveland can manage to get this tied by halftime. Throwing, just playing it deep there, not to anybody in particular. Loveland possesses the ball there, but cleared back out by Mason. Well done. Just a little over a minute to go here in the first half. And let's see if anybody's still going to get a scoring opportunity. Can she keep it in bounds? To do so.
1 minute remaining in the half.
We got a minute left. Played off of Mason. Throw in for Loveland. She does. There's only going to be 45 seconds to go here in the first half. So I think it's looking pretty sure we're going to have a 1-0 lead here for Mason going into the second half. And we'll see what the strategy means in the second half for Mason. We'll see if Loveland mixes it up at all in terms of their formation. Take her time for the kick. Clears it with 20 seconds and clears it out of play again. Loveland might try to get the ball in here real quickly to see if they can get one shot at goal in the last second. Never know. Here might be an opportunity.
9, 8, 7,
that'll be it.
6, 5,
she clears it, and we'll be going into halftime with a 0-0 lead. So folks, enjoyed the first half here. A very entertaining first half here. Regional semifinal. Mason 1, Loveland 0. We will be back here in about 10 minutes with the second half, and we'll see what happens. So see you in the second half.
Ohio High School Athletics News. Visit the website at www.ohsaa.org. The OHSAA website is more than just a picture. So log on today. Fans, the 15% basis contest make sure you're ready to support the opportunity. Please go to the Active League.
Mírate. Eres la mejor. Eres imparable. Nada puede desviar tu rumbo. Espera, se parece a tu auto. Oh, no. Esto lastimará tu cuenta bancaria. Ahora estás viendo torno a $10,000 en multas, honorarios de abogados y el aumento de las tasas de seguros. Vamos a tratar de nuevo. Buena idea. Porque manejar entonado es manejar borracho.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, Come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Okay, we're back here at the beginning of the second half. Exciting first half between the Mason Comets and Loveland Tigers. Mason with a goal about halfway through the first, a little over halfway through the first half. Got the first goal on, puts them up 1-0 and puts Mason in possession here to potentially advance to the regional finals. Coming up on the winner of Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek playing Cincinnati Mount Notre Dame, and don't have any scores on that. I was trying to get on Twitter to find them, but couldn't see any results on the OHS plays. Here's Nicole Onweiler, our first goal scorer, with another, trying to weave her magic again to put Mason up 2-0, and forces Loveland into a throw-in. So, kind of like the first half, first couple of minutes, Mason went down, put immediate pressure on Loveland. Here's Mason in the Loveland side of the field, seeing if they can put a little gap. Played that wide and basically wasted that one, I think, for an easy goal kick for Loveland. See if Loveland changes things up a little bit here in the second half. Not sure if they have to change a whole lot. They had some scoring opportunities, so early on maybe more of the same. Ball headed out there by number 2 from Loveland. That would be Emily Cuban. We've seen her in the middle of the action. We saw a couple substitutions in the first half. I think we saw more substitutions coming from the Loveland side than Mason, or from the Mason side than Loveland, but we'll see what happens here in the second half. Maybe the subs. Here's the call on Wild, see if she get through. It hit her out of play. So we'll see if maybe Mason has fresher legs in the later part of this game. First half, thought it was pretty even matchup. Mason got the goal, but by no means did they dominate the first half. Loveland, I think, had as many opportunities as Mason did. Mason just happened to cash in. Throw-in, number 10 for Loveland. That is Claire Massey. Claire Massey is a junior. We've got a mix of juniors and seniors on this Loveland side. So coming in next year, Loveland is not going to be bare at all. They're going to have some experienced players. I don't know the whole history with Loveland in terms of the coach. Over the last couple of years, obviously, they've had a pretty good team. Obviously, state championship would prove that. And number 2 when they won it. Throw in here for Mason. Let's see if they can get a second goal here to put additional pressure, lots of pressure on Loveland if they give up another goal here. Mason more than happy to keep the ball down the Loveland side. And there for Mason, keeping the ball in for a scoring chance and making the goalie make a save. Now, unlike the goal that scored, that ball was chest high for her to make a fairly easy save. The goal that scored in the first half was played low, made the keeper get down. Couldn't get her hands down on it well enough, and it slipped under her body into a goal. Beautiful cross. Set. Oh, tried to one-time that one. Hard one to finish on that. And that looked like for Mason, that was number. Oh, we got a foul. This is a good opportunity right here for Mason. Very dangerous. Not a good place to commit a foul. Excellent opportunity for the Mason Comets to take a big 2-0 lead. We'll see what happens here. But she's just over the 18, so easily scorable from here. Looks to me like she's going to try to put this one in the net. Placed it low and cleared out well by Loveland. Played wide. So pretty hard. Yeah, we're going to see the foul and the shot. Played clearly out Back to Mason. Mason continues to keep the ball on their side of the field. Dangerous play on Mason, resulting in Loveland getting a free kick. And basically seeing if they can put some pressure. Cleared out by Mason. Play back to Loveland. It's been a while since Loveland has had a really good scoring opportunity. Mason is starting to control down on this side of the field. Another beautiful play by Nicole Unweiler. And wow, she put some pace on that one. That might have given the goalkeeper fits if she could have got that on net. But strong strike. And you see on the replay there, just played a little bit wide. Loveland playing long and seeing if they can run onto it there, putting pressure on Mason. She fouled her from behind, so that's going to be a kick for Mason. You see the replay on the foul in the corner. So there was a post, maybe a post, but a tweet on the Mason women's soccer that they had two former players, Jill Viteri, second all team in the Big Ten, and Vanessa DiNardo, all rookie. So you got two former Mason players making a key contribution to a local college team. Just more signs of how successful the program has been at Mason and how it continues to be successful under the coaching of Steve Schnurr.
Just a quick announcement, the concession stands will be closing in 10 minutes. Again, the concession stands will be closing in 10 minutes.
There's a big time announcement there. The concession stand is closing in 10 minutes, so I think, I'm not sure if anybody was paying attention to that.
Ball picked up by number 00, Bethany
Tried to
Moser.
put a ball on net that would challenge the Mason keeper. Didn't really challenge her. She got a heck of a kick on that one. Covered about half the field almost, it seemed like. I don't know if there's a lot of a breeze. There isn't much here tonight. Conditions are excellent, as talked about. We are the day before Halloween, which I grew up on the East Coast. That used to be Mischief Night. The people would soap cars and windows and stuff. I don't think that's an Ohio tradition, but hopefully not with my car in the parking lot. But ball played long here. Loveland back and lets the ball go out of bounds. Anyway, we have Halloween coming up tomorrow, and the forecast for tomorrow and Thursday is wet, 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 which if you've been in Southwest Ohio this year, that's nothing we're not used to. So, but anyway, tonight's all that matters, and tonight we've got great weather. So weather will not play a factor in the end result of this at all, which is good. They play this far into the season. They don't want games being decided by a wet ball slipping under somebody's hands or anything like that. So no excuses tonight. Weather-wise, they're just the best team. Just needs to go out and play, and it's even. There's no real advantage, I think, on one side having the ball or not. I haven't noticed it anyway. Again, you can see all kinds of conditions coming up this time of year in October in Ohio. You can see 70s and you can see 30s and snow flurries. You just never know. Ball play back. Not in a real big hurry to clear it out, and that's why the Loveland player's coming out to tell her I'm done with this nonsense. Let's play soccer. Taking a little bit more time. She's certainly milking the clock here a little bit. You don't want to milk the clock too early. I was at the FC Cincinnati, not last week when they lost, but the week before. They scored a goal in overtime and decided to milk the clock, playing the ball in the corner with tons of time left, and of course, Nashville got a goofy goal, which is kind of what happens when you stop playing. So if you're Mason here with 30 minutes to go, yeah, you want to be smart, you want to protect the lead, but you want to continue to attack and try to get that second goal eliminating the opportunity for Loveland to get a goofy goal. Ball's played clearly to Mason there. And there again, she's having a really strong game so far. Besides just scoring the goal, she's created a ton of problems for Loveland. Great moves, and she's going to take another shot. Blocked well, but ricocheted. Keeper that time didn't have to make a save as the ball was spinning and basically spun back into her hands. So anyway, ball was cleared back to the Comets. Out wide to Loveland. Let's see if she can control the ball and potentially put some pressure on Mason here. So far, though, Mason has played strong here in the second half. Coach Steve Schnurr's got to be real happy with the fact that Mason is continuing to press the attack, play well when they need to, and overall just playing a really strong game against a very tough opponent. Ball played wide. Going to see if she's going to play it to the middle. She tries to and gets the ball stolen. Looked to me like she might have had some play there on the outside. Two schools of thought. Some guys like to play up the middle. Some like to play it wide and bring it back in. So anyway, didn't work. Mason possessing the ball, played by number 14, Olivia Paul now, who is a senior as well. One time that very nicely by Loveland. Again, they continue to play the ball to Nicole Onweiler, knowing that's the side of the field that is getting results. And it's also, she has made several moves, and there's two beautiful moves. Boy, Mason is showing some ODP skills out here tonight. That was Tori Bono, but they have been spinning the Loveland fielders around, making them dizzy almost from their moves. They're attacking that side of the field and putting a lot of pressure on Loveland, and as a result, relieving Mason from having to make a lot of plays, really. Most of this second half has really been getting played in the Mason side. Beautiful on ball, and this, we'll see how well the defender comes over. Played it a little bit to the middle. If she could have played it a little bit wider, would have had a good scoring opportunity there. That being said, 27 minutes to go in the first 13 minutes of this half has mainly been Mason. Let's see if Mason can capitalize on this and get a lead. Get a 2-goal lead. Ball's a high ball. I'm sure every ball after that first goal is giving her a little bit of the jitters. She seemed a little bit nervous on a couple of the plays tonight, so. Not sure if this is her regular keeper or not. I assume it is. Oh, that was a nice move. Well defended by Mason again. Again, played right back in. Loveland plays it wide. Mason trying to make a run on it. Not sure if she intended that, but it was a heck of a pass. Back again to Mason. Mason is doing an excellent job of just stepping up and taking the ball right off of Loveland. There's a great pass, and again to the very dangerous Nicole Onweiler. Oh, very dangerous. Almost could have got, she'd have gotten down there. She would have forced the ref to make a decision on that because she almost took her legs out from under her. I don't think it was worthy of a penalty kick, but you never know. Taking a long shot, but wide. Oh, I thought that was on the net. that might have been a challenge if it had been. We got the replay of the collision coming up here. Again, we want to thank the production crew tonight. Also the camera crew. Without them, you couldn't watch the game, and you have to hear me do the play-by-play on that. You have to listen to me do the play-by-play. You can't watch me do it. Beautiful play through. Well defended by Loveland, but taken back by Mason. Let's see if they can get an opportunity here to cross it in. She does. Oh, just a little bit wide. And I think that went off a Loveland player, resulting in a corner kick. So standing out at the 18, we've got Catherine Berry. Unweiler's again trying to line up get a second goal from the other side. She scored in the first half from the right side. This time she'd like to get it from the left side. Throwing for Loveland. Dangerous play there on Mason. High kick resulting in a free kick for Loveland. And let's see if Loveland can take advantage and put the ball in the Mason side of the field. What's always worrisome in a game like this is the keeper from Mason almost hasn't been challenged at all. And the question is there going to be that 1 or 2 times a day game where there's a big opportunity and can she step up and make the save? Ball again though, throwing down on the left side. We've got substitution coming in for Mason. Coming out is Tori Bono, and subbing in for Mason is Natalie Lannis. Subbing in for Loveland is number 9, Catherine Berry. We have the replay schedule showing up on the screen here. I can't read it back to you because I don't have a screen, so you just have to look at those and maybe write them down real quick or take a quick picture on your phone, and then you can write them all down and watch us multiple times. This is such a good game, you can probably watch it 4 or 5 times. Corner kick coming up here for Mason, another corner kick.
Taking the kick for the Comets, number 10.
Key here is for Mason to put it on net and force the keeper to make a save. Keeper really hasn't had to make too many saves. The 1 or 2 saves she had to make, the one of them she wasn't able to. So if I'm Mason, I wanted to put her on net and make her make a play. Here we go. Here's the corner, and they're doing a little bit switch. Beautiful cross. Off the side, can she get it? Nope. Just couldn't get a body turned on that one. And this is a foot race now, and let's see how fast Loveland player is. Boy, she's putting out a great effort, and she almost got the keeper there. Almost knocked it down. Great run. Looks like got deflected off of Loveland, so again, a Mason throw-in. We have a replay of the previous corner here, and as you see, as the ball was crossed, she tried to extend the shot, but she didn't have enough room, so she knocked it off of the Loveland player. We actually have a free kick here. So we'll see. Might be just close enough that she could put some space on this one. Cleared out nicely by Loveland. Let's see if we can turn and get a shot. These are the kind of balls tough to clear, and somebody could get a clear shot on net. Could be tough. Airbound, Loveland does not possess it. Is not able to control the ball. Puts it back into Mason, but she lost it. Nice move. Very well done by Olivia Paulnow. Another nice stutter step move by Maria Spies. See if she can get it close enough to get a shot, and that's boy, I thought that was on net, but from my angle, it was wide. That was a good opportunity right there. We're gonna show a replay of this. And good opportunity for Mason to get a commanding 2-0 lead, but as it is still 1-0, and still subject to the goofy goals we were talking about. So if you're Mason, same strategy here. Keep the ball on this side of the field, which they've done a magnificent job here in this first half. Second half, there's a foul. So this will give Loveland an opportunity with the Mason faithful getting into it. They have definitely been the louder group tonight. Of course, I think their body's about 2 or 3 times bigger than Loveland. But that being said, they've done a great job. Ball skips through onto the Loveland player. This could be dangerous if she can turn. Well tackled. And the foul on Loveland there. Outside of the box, I think. But with whatever, when both sides are tangling and tripping, last thing Mason wants is a penalty kick to tie this game up. I think that happened to them in a state final one year, that they dominated the game and then they got beat on a penalty kick, 1-0. That was it. Anyway, you want to stay out of that, and the best way to stay out of it is keep it out of the box. Keep it on the Loveland side of the field, which, again, Mason's doing a magnificent job of that tonight. Great passing right there. They maintain possession, doing a really good job of looking around and finding feet. Done a fantastic job of that tonight. Really solid stuff. Just out of bounds and Loveland throwing. We'll take a quick shot here of the foul that just occurred in the box on Loveland, not Mason. We got some substitutions coming in from Loveland, trying to maintain some fresh legs as Loveland tries to make a final push here with 18 minutes to go in the second half. It's starting to get an opportunity where, for Loveland, the jitters from the fan base have to be increasing as they're 18 minutes from calling it a season. And with Mason really possessing most of its second half, you wonder how many opportunity Loveland's actually going to have here in the second half. So far, not very much. Saw Mason play a couple weeks ago, and the quality of level of play was good that night. I think it's even better tonight. They look well positioned for me to make a run deep in the tournament. And State Final Four is certainly not out of the question. In fact, they win tonight. They only have to Beaver Creek to do it. I'm assuming Beaver Creek's going to win tonight, so I keep saying that, but they've got to beat their opponent tonight, which is Mount Notre Dame, and Mason and Mount Notre Dame have played, and I am not sure who won that game. I thought they played earlier in the year, but I'm not positive. Throwing for the Comets. So the Mason fan base keeps growing coast to coast. I know we've got fans in Arizona trying to spread the interest wider. I sent a message to a buddy at Eastern Illinois University, see if I can get him into Comets soccer. So trying to spread the word. Mason as a city was just ranked in the top 15 cities to live in the country. Saw that today, so we made the top 20 as far as livable cities. Ball played to Loveland. Here might be an opportunity if she can turn. One of the few times it's been on their side of the field. That ball's spinning. Boy, this is dangerous. Keeper did a nice job coming out. She wasn't able to clear it a whole lot. Loveland is trying to press to take advantage of it, but again, Mason gets it out. She did a wonderful job. Nope, just over the end line. That was Tori Bono, and she hustled like crazy to keep it in play and down on the Loveland side of the field. Well, these in-betweeners are getting kind of scary. They're playing that ball into the 18, 20-yard line and forcing the keeper to have to make a decision on whether to come out or not. You want to be aggressive, but you want to be smart. You don't want to come out, miss the ball, leave the net open, and give Loveland a cheap goal, so to speak. But 15 minutes to go, just a little over 15. Loveland's trying, as they may, to try to get the ball into our side of the field. Pressuring her. Seemed to lean a little bit on her. This is dangerous right here. She's still got the ball. Solid defending right there. She was through, and it could have been really dangerous. but stepped up and cleared it away. The Masons had to defend tonight. They've done an awesome job. And we've got 3 substitutions stepping out for Loveland and 3 coming in. So I don't know if that's the same group that came in from been out before. But trying to introduce fresh legs for Loveland to make a push here to get this game even. Let's see if Mason can continue to keep the ball down on the Loveland side. We want to stay out of the corner. We've got a corner kick. We've got a player down tying their shoe. Oh, hurt. This could be bad. They wanted to stay down so they don't take the corner kick, but will they call it or not? Oh, they decide to give a timeout. Or not. You could see the coach emphatically telling her to stay down because the last thing he wanted to do is give up a number with her down on the ground. Obviously, she must have, I don't know if we can get a replay on what happened, but it looks like it's her ankle. Fortunately, the ref granted the timeout because otherwise they were defending a man down. Looks like Mason's ready to bring in 3 new substitutions as well after the corner. So we're sitting at 14 minutes and 18 seconds to go. We're going to see, I couldn't quite tell who is down. Looked to be an ankle, so we'll see. At this point, I would assume she's going to be subbed out. No reason to keep her in while she's limping. Hopefully nothing serious, so if Mason wins this game, she can continue on. She was walking, just limping, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. So if we listen real closely, we can hear the Mason faithful in a cheer on, they can't hear the Loveland side, and that has woken up the Loveland fan base to respond back. She's walking off gingerly. We'll see. Doesn't seem too bad, but anyway. So we've got Loveland in their formation again, lining up everybody on the far top and making a run into the 18. No matter how you look at it, this is a scary time of the game for Mason on this corner kick to keep that 1-goal lead and be careful on the charging players. And then she stopped. Like she's trying to what? I'm not sure what we're doing here. Are we getting substitutions?
Coming to the game now for the
Are you allowed a substitution in this situation? Yes, you can. This might be the longest corner kick that I've seen as far as time for it to occur. And now we've got substitutions in, so maybe he's got the matchups he wants. Maybe he wants bigger, stronger players on a play like this with this run in. I'm not sure. That's the idea, but let's see if Mason's ready for it. Goes to corner, dangerous. Wow. Scary. Well blocked. Doing a tremendous job of just thwarting Loveland from getting good scoring opportunities there. Looks like he almost took her out there. Got her on the leg a little bit. Let's see if Mason can save it. Yes. But she saved it and got it back to Loveland. But fortunately for Mason, couldn't do anything with it. Can she get through here? See if she's got the wheels to put some pressure on. Played back to the keeper. Keeper's got to play with their feet. He does so successfully. Trying to turn upfield here to get a scoring opportunity, but the ball went over the end line. Didn't seem real happy at that call, but that was the right call. Nice move by Nicole Onweiler. Another turn. That's 4 or 5 times tonight she's made that move and totally lost her defender. Totally spun the defender around. Tonight she has consistently probably put the most pressure of anybody on the Loveland side, including the goal that gave them the lead. We got a free kick here. 13 minutes to go. Try to catch Mason napping a little bit as they bring it up. Loveland in possession. Ricocheted off of a player. Mason did a nice job of clearing it out, but cut in front. This could be a dangerous run right here. But again, Mason did a nice job. Deflected again off a Loveland player. Loveland continues to possess this time. But again, Mason gets it out. Continues to frustrate Loveland. Loveland just seemed a bit off keel all night tonight as far as just not getting settled, and Mason just being one step faster, one step stronger. And we'll see if they can contain that for the last 12 minutes of the match. Cleared back in. Cleared again out by Loveland. Took one hop over both players. Nice pass off the other side. Colin Weiler. Just a great job of exuding pressure on the defender, making the defender make a pass that just isn't that solid, really. And they're stopping and she's making great hustles, knocked it down. Just faster with the ball, winning the 50-50 balls, playing that extra step. Like, once again, Coach Steve Sherman's got to be very happy with the way they played so far tonight. They honestly have been the better team, and in my opinion, deserved the 1-0 lead. That was right on the line, but might have been over. He had the best view of it. Throw in here for Loveland. And just a little under 11 minutes left with Mason. And the throw in given to Mason Comets. I think Mason's going to do a sub in here. Going to give Nicole Onweiler a, well, is she coming out or still in? She's still in. I'm not sure at this point I expected her to come out of the game, so just looking to moving to the sideline. Can we get it? Nope. On this turf, just goes so fast. Funny thing is, when this season ends, they're going to go back to grass, some grass competition anyway, and it's a totally different game. In the tournament, it's all this surface. They don't have any games on grass because they want it to be even as possible. As we said, there's some teams that play on grass for a good part of the year, which must be a challenge when you get to the tournament. Throw in for the Comets. With just under 10 minutes to go, we're in the last stages of this match. Regional semifinal, Mason versus Loveland. For the right to get to the regional final with the right to get to the state final four. The winner of tonight's game plays the winner of Beaver Creek, Cincinnati Mount Notre Dame, which we don't have any results on that match as of yet. Haven't heard any over the scorecard. Can't find it on Twitter, so we'll just have to wait and see what those results are. 9 minutes to go. Throw in for Mason. Maria Spies has played well tonight. Nice move there. And we've got a goal kick for the Loveland Tigers. Loveland's got 9 minutes to see if they can extend their state championship up, their challenge to win back-to-back state championships. See if they can pull that off, get this game even, get it to overtime with a chance to win, or if it will end tonight at the hands of the Mason Comets. Ball's out of play, and again, Loveland just seems unsteady tonight. They seem a bit off keel. Loveland has put them on their heels, especially in the second half. Just have dominated play on this side of the field. Haven't been able to get the goal. The only goal was the one early in the half, but they, just as importantly, they haven't given Loveland really any opportunities to get the tying goal. I should say the best defense is a good offense. Okay, we got an update here with 15 minutes to go. Beaver Creek is ahead of Mount Notre Dame 1-0. So if things stay as they are, we've got a Beaver Creek Mason matchup coming up. I'm not sure where that match is going to be. It's going to be up here in Monroe. Not sure. Free kick here for Loveland and see if they can take opportunity to get a scoring opportunity on their net. Kept it in, playing it wide. See if she can beat the Mason player one-on-one. She can't beat her, but she does get the throw in. Trying to get a quick throw in to see if they can get it down deeper in the corner to continue to put pressure on Mason. They haven't been down here that often this half, so had a slight opportunity there, cleared it in. See if Mason can continue to possess the ball and clear it out. This could be a scoring opportunity. She's actually got a run, but she played it so wide. We'll see what happens if it gets to the corner. She actually saved it. Great job. She passed it in. See if she can get a cross. This is a little bit dangerous here. Oh, really good play there, because we had Loveland sitting on the right side with a chance to put it on net. Instead, they cleared it out. Good job of defending again. When Mason has had pressure on them tonight, their defense has been stellar. Ball was cleared out, another throw in for Mason. And we've got just a little over 6 minutes to go, so we are starting to get into the later stages of this game, and slowly this game is slipping away from Loveland. Loveland's got 6 minutes to get it even. This is nail-biting time if you're a Mason Comet fan, because you've worked real hard to get this lead, and you want to keep it going as it is. And a call like that will give them another 30 seconds probably to whittle away here. No rush to get a good opportunity. Make sure you've got yourself set up well, and then eventually make your kick. But probably 30 seconds you lose off the clock with that foul if you're Loveland. And if you're Mason here, you just want to keep it in front of you. Made another beautiful play. Gonna try to make a run on the defender. See if she can get it inside and get the second goal, which would in essence end this game. So that was close, very close. If we get a replay on that, we're a matter of a couple of yards maybe from that potentially going in. So we got 5 minutes to go here. Mason again keeps it in, plays it down to the corner, and I think she's going to get there in time to kill some more time. She does. Nicole Onweiler again. So again, as got her defender turned, played it just a little bit too far. Good idea. Chance to get that second goal. She probably could have played with it down to that end for another 30, 40 seconds. We're almost getting to the time in this game where if you get it down to those corners, waste time. Keep it to your advantage and just, ball high up. Played by Loveland. Cleared it. This could be a dangerous play if we don't get it out. Oh, it could be. Oh, she's through. Oh, no. This could be terrible. Oh, she played it wide. Oh, my goodness. That was the chance of a lifetime to get the game even. I mean, she was on her own. I give a lot of credit to the keeper to make her make a shot rather than stay in her goal and give her a lot of net. And that's what she did. She was aggressive. And, boy, that is one Loveland will mince, not getting the tying goal there. I mean, that was a fantastic opportunity on a quick counter. And if Loveland loses this game, she's going to remember that opportunity for a long time. But give a ton of credit to the keeper, forcing her to make the shot, and she just wasn't able to execute it. Played well wide on almost a point-blank shot, really. We talked about getting that one opportunity in the game where you'd have to make the save. Keeper just made the save. We got a free kick here. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. So with this kick, with their run, Mason has really got to step up here and stop this. Might be the last really good opportunity for Loveland to get this even. Keeper's even coming up at this point. Oh, boy. Oh, she tied it. Oh, my. 3 minutes to go, and Mason just gave up the game-tying goal. I mean, they have absolutely dominated this match. Heartbreaking for Mason. We had less than 3 minutes to go, and that free kick down in the corner, followed by the one that was wide, just heartbreaking. And we got a Mason player hurt as well on that play, unfortunately. I mean, this is tough for Mason because great goal from the Loveland Tigers, but to go this far out and literally dominate the match and then give up a game-tying goal with under 3 minutes to go is heartbreaking. We'll see if they can recover here, and we're going to have to get to overtime. And overtime is golden goal, I believe. So whoever scores that first goal in overtime wins the match. So hard. Let's see how Mason can recover on this because, quite honestly, in the second half, it has been all Mason. But that's what happens, one goal. That's why a lot of times you want to get that second goal with the gap because all it takes is one. And let's give credit to Loveland on that goal. I mean, they buried it. I mean, one across the net, came back out, and had an opportunity to put it in the net, and she put it in. Didn't say who had the goal. Couldn't tell who's hurt with Mason. So coach is trying to get his players fired up, the fan base fired up. Well, that's Nicole Onwald, I think. I can't tell if it's number 5 or number 9. Number 9. So that's Catherine Berry. So Steve Sturr's trying to get the fan base fired up and see if Mason can recover. They got 3 minutes to get the game winner here. This is a hard one because, boy, Mason has just played so well. And you know what? Give Loveland credit. I mean, they made a shot when they had to make a shot. I mean, it wasn't like a miss by anybody. Now you got Loveland going for the kill here with that goal. I mean, they smell blood in the water, so to speak, to get obviously if you're Loveland, you'd love to finish this off in regulation time and not give Mason time to recover. So great regional semifinal here. And now we've got the fan base engaged, and we'll see what Mason can do here. Oh, this is dangerous again with this run. If you're Mason right now, you almost want to get to the overtime, give yourself a chance to settle yourself and get ready for overtime. But if you're Mason, there's still 2 minutes to go. It's anybody's game now. And give credit to Loveland. I mean, at the end of the game, when they had to make plays, they made 2. The one they probably should have scored on, and then the one they did score on. So kudos to them for sticking in there, determination, and they, you don't knock down the state champion very easy. You always have that thing, state champ until you beat them. And they proved they were certainly worthy by scoring a late goal here and forcing probably a very nerve-wracking overtime for both sides. So well done by Loveland here, coming back here. Beautiful goals. Rowan for Mason. Played wide, here's Mason. Might have an opportunity here, another nice move into the middle. Oh, good, nice job coming back from Loveland. And we've got just under a minute to go from a very likely extra time period here. And potentially the two-letter word, PKs, which that looked like a handball there, actually. Referee's back was turned. He did not see it. We got 30 seconds left. And he's got the throw-in ball coming in off of Mason. Boy, she gave herself an extra few feet there. And, oh boy, they're going to have a corner kick with 15 seconds. So will they have enough time to set it up? By the time they get it, it might be time. 8. I don't think they're going to have time.
7, 6, 5.
Oh, they are going to have time. Just enough time.
2, 1.
Nerve-wracking time there for Mason. Last thing they want to do is give up a second goal with a few seconds left. So, new life for Loveland. Just when Loveland seemed to be down and out, with Mason dominating the play, Loveland countered with the one breakaway, which they did not score on, and then the corner kick, which all night it looked like that was a dangerous setup for them, showing the multiple formations. Ball was cleared back to the middle, and Loveland buried it in the middle of the net. Took advantage when they had to. So, Mason keeper's obviously frustrated there. 3 minutes to go from getting to the state semis or the regional finals, and wasn't able to make that save. There was nothing she could do on that. Nothing she could do at all. So now captains on both sides are getting together. And I think we're seeing something on the regional finals, did you say? Okay. Yeah, the winner of tonight's game, just to remind everybody, advances to the regional finals. And that will be the winner of Beaver Creek against Cincinnati Notre Dame. With the regional final being on Saturday. The last update we had, Beaver Creek was leading that match 1-0 over Cincinnati Notre Dame. But that game should be getting close to the end of regulation, so we'll have to hear what happens. We've got overtime heading, and I believe the rules have not changed that, unlike the World Cup and unlike like professional soccer, MLS, the golden goal rules in overtime, meaning the first team that scores wins the match if there is a goal. So that adds a certain level of excitement to it. You know, a few years ago when the Mason boys, they went into overtime, tied a game late, and then in the first couple of minutes of overtime won it. So you've got a walk-off celebration, so to speak, or a run-off celebration in soccer. So we'll see what happens strategy-wise here in the second half. Mason was pressing the attack all of the second half. If I'm Mason, if I can maintain that again and put pressure on him, that's it. Mason has a little bit of a break here to settle down. Know that the task is still in hand. They have not lost the chance for the regional finals. They still have a chance. On the Loveland side of the field, you know, you're saying, hey, we've got second life here. We were down 1-0 on a tough first goal. You know, we were struggling in the second half to get the ball to our side of the field. We persevered. We held our defense. Didn't give Mason a lot of good shots. We've just got a final score in. Beaver Creek did in fact advance. I had them in advancing like 10 times during this game, but they actually advanced for sure. They beat Mount Notre Dame 2-0. So in the brackets, you will see the matchup. So the winner of tonight's game will take on Beaver Creek. So that'll either be Loveland or it'll be Mason. Loveland here going into the extra time has to feel pretty good about themselves. They've been able to tie the game, and now they have an opportunity to win it. I don't think either team wants to go to penalty kicks. I think both of them like to win it in regulation. From what we've seen so far in the play, Mason has won the play on the field, I think. But Loveland, with that late scoring on the corner kick and other spots, seems dangerous on the set pieces. So, you know, it was only one goal, but it was the goal that tied the game, and Mason's goal came in the regular set of the play. So we'll see. We're trying to predict who might get the goal in the extra regulation time. Good question. On the Mason side, Nicole Onweiler has had a great game in terms of putting a lot of pressure on their side. On Loveland, he's more than enough capability. So if you're Loveland, you want to force corner kicks. And continue to put pressure on Mason, countering, taking advantage of some of your speed if you're Mason. Continue to do what you've been doing most of the second half, and that is, you know, controlling the play, putting pressure on Loveland, and most importantly, they got to put the ball in the net. So we are settled again here for the first 15 minutes of overtime to see what happens. Mason takes first possession, constantly driving up the field. Nice move, flips it through. Right off the bat, Mason has a potential opportunity. Still settled the ball. Beautiful corner from the corner and made the goalie make the save. Right on the keeper, but hey, make him make a stop. You never know what happens. Cleared out to Loveland. Mason in possession. Another nice ball through. Played again by Loveland. That looks like a handball. It did. So this gives Mason an opportunity here right off the bat to get a set play. Close enough to potentially get a goal-scoring play. I don't know. She stepped it back a couple of yards. She probably could have played it from the 31, 32, but a couple of yards. Let's see if Mason can take advantage of this, put it in the net, and go home happy. Put it right to the middle. Mason has it again. Well, never did quite land. Throw in for Mason coming up, and the throw in is going to be for number 7, Vanessa Adkins, I believe, from the other side of the field. See if she's going to try to find Green. She does. She finds it again. Nice cross. Comes over to the side. Here we got Nicole Onweiler. See if she can turn it on her foot. Oh, she does. Oh, off her foot. Here is a good opportunity for Mason. Skips through. Oh. The ball was misplayed, and Mason kind of watched it a little bit on that side. Here's some pressure. Never quite able to get a good opportunity. Again, I've been saying most of the game, they haven't had a lot of shots at the Loveland keeper. Play's been on their side a lot, but really, she hasn't really had to make too many tough saves. And they had an opportunity to have her make a tough save at this point. And again, just like the first half, second half, I mean, the ball's back into Loveland's side, really, where this game, where we saw most of the second half. Nice move. Oh, another nice move. Gets it to Nicole Onweiler. Let's see if she can do her magic. Oh, the ball's in. Other side. Oh, couldn't quite get there. Oh, no. We made a commitment on offense, and the challenge with that is we only got one defender back. He does a really nice job of it. So we were aggressive, but boy, we almost gave them Loveland a good opportunity there to get a goal. Nice throwing coming in here from Loveland, number 10, Allison Winterholler. And that ball ricocheted off of Mason, so you got to throw in here for Loveland. She's going to try to throw it down the sideline and then bring it back to the middle. Turned it, well defended there by Mason. Looked like that knocked off of a Loveland player going out. It did. Loveland's got the throw in. A little bit quieter from the faithful, from Mason fans. Probably a little bit of nerves right now, being golden goal and everything. Throwing. Looked like she almost pulled her down there. Oh, that she could be through if she's got the foot speed. Wow, almost, close. She had another 2 or 3 yards on her side of the field. That could have been it for the Mason Comets. Ball played out. Again, Mason maintains possession on the feet. Going to try to split the middle, and Nicole Onweiler was going the other direction. She was going to the end, and she played it down to the side. Good idea. Goal kick. See if Mason can bring the ball back in. Went off a leg there, seeing Nicole Onweiler come in. No foul there. I think you got both sides just playing for the ball. I think that's a good call. Good no call. That was not a foul. They were both, that was a 50-50 ball. She got shaken up a little bit, but I don't think she's coming out. Maybe she's coming out for a second. I don't think she's staying out, though. Jenna Burns is stepping in for Comets. Goal kick here for the Loveland Tigers. Played back in by Mason. Goal here obviously is to get a breakthrough, make the keeper make a save. Oh, that was a hard collision. Wow, no foul. Oh, it's a dangerous ball right here. They've done that a lot today. They're just trying to put the pressure on, make them make a run, and hoping that Mason can't defend it. Mason, to their benefit, has done a really good job. We might have a counter here, though. We've got Jenna Burns going up the left side. See if Jenna can cross it, get to it, and cross the ball. Oh, she did not. She was worried about taking the kick rather than maybe settling it and then putting it back into the middle. And it looks like we got opportunity here. I think Nicole Onweiler is going to coming back in the match here, as well as Shayna Krogan. Yep, Nicole Onweiler is back in the match, and Megan Russbaum is back out. Throw-in coming here from Loveland. A little bit tougher time picking their numbers out. Made a nice move, and there's going to be a foul. Yeah.
Foul against the Comets. It'll be a Loveland free kick.
This is the one set that Mason does not want, is these set pieces. Loveland has proven to creating havoc with a lot of the movement, forcing Mason to have to mark up. Scary moment here for Mason, and a big opportunity here for Loveland to see if they can get the game winner and send themselves off to the regional final. Well done. Let's see if Mason can counter here. Knocked it swiftly off of the Loveland player. Throw in for Mason. This is the side they've been attacking all night. The Onweiler side. Substitution in for Mason coming out. Megan Rupsbaum stepping in for Mason, Natalie Atkins. High ball here. Let's see if Mason can win the head. Loveland trying to win it, but cleared out. Boy, that's a good ball right down the corner, forcing the Mason to do something with it, but really solid play. Controlled it and got it out. Been doing that all night. Here's Mason on a counter. This could be a good opportunity here. See if Nicole Onweiler can get onto it. Maybe a little bit too far, but a good ball actually. Played it deep. Now Mason can adjust their offense and maybe put themselves in a position to put themselves into the regional final against Beaver Creek. Throw-in for number 13, Maria Spies. Played back to Loveland. Loveland playing the ball out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Mason Comets. Nice settle, Loveland. Good ball. We could have an opportunity here. She's going to play it wide and back to Adkins. Adkins off of Loveland. Did a great job again of keeping it in, but Loveland stuck with it. Once again, defended well. Crunching Loveland when they're trying to come up on the counter attack. Substitution here for Loveland. Loveland Tigers trying to keep fresh. Two substitutions, maybe three. So trying to get some fresh legs here in the overtime to get the go-ahead goal. Not the go-ahead goal, the golden goal. So the golden goal's to play here as we've got 6 minutes to go. Middle of the field, dangerous. Through. Keeper will get there in time to be able to play that. Back. Solid game from the Mason keeper tonight. Neither keepers have to do a whole lot, though. Even with Mason, like we said before, even with Mason controlling a lot of the action, not a lot of big scoring opportunities. Neither from the Loveland side, really. I mean, they scored off a corner. That's a scary play there. Well, you're playing with it, and oh, watch her coming. Go. Very well played there. Can she get it in time? She can. We got Mason. Nice run here, countering from the other side of the field. She's going to try to make a run all the way through. Well defended there by Loveland, though. Back to Mason. And once again, Mason does a nice job of stunting that attack. He's going to make a run here. Throw in for Mason. Substitution coming in for Mason. Got Nicole Onweiler taking another breather. And we've got subbing in Jenna Burns. Boy, that hop on this turf, you never know. If she gets through there, it's dangerous. Decided not to call that one. Could have called it. I'm not sure if I would have called it. For the most part, they're letting them play tonight. Boy. We've got under 4 minutes to go in the first overtime. There really haven't been any scoring opportunities. This has been more even this overtime than it was the second half. Both teams getting opportunities. Mason needs to get a scoring opportunity. If you're their side, if you're Loveland, press, look for the set play, look to put pressure on with your speed. Again, an even matchup. We'll see somebody can, this could be dangerous here. High ball, inside, can Jenna Burns make a play here? Oh, just long. High ball in the middle, you just never know. This game could be decided just by a crazy ricochet or some wacky play. We'll see what happens. Not a lot of noise on either side now. We're in nervous time. Knowing that one mistake can cost you your season and your chances for a state title. I wonder at this point if Loveland's experience is playing to their benefit too, having been in the, I don't know how many were in the state final last year, but used to playoff pressure, as Mason is as well. But if you want a state title, you feel like you can make an opportunity. This is dangerous. They should have the foot speed Mason to get back there. That's been there. Dangerous all night. She's fast. So that's the main way they've been putting pressure, putting the long ball in, making the Mason defenders make a play, which they've been making. 2:46. Let's see if Mason can catch lightning in a bottle here right at the end of the first overtime and send themselves off to the regional finals. Or Loveland, for that matter, if they can counter. The ball. If you're Loveland, Mason, you'd love to get a corner kick here somehow. Here's that long ball out of the back again. Put the ball on the ground and take advantage of their foot speed. Seems to be what they've been doing all night. A little over 2 minutes. There's enough time here to still get the golden goal in the first overtime, but time is running out in the first overtime. Oh, I think he got that one wrong. Just saying. I don't think he had a great angle on that. But it's a throw-in. Yeah, it looks like, the defender, I think the guy was kind of guessing because his body was away from it. Mason clears it out. Let's see if Mason can possess the ball here, make a run. Still in play. Jenna Burns, nice run, nice opportunity to get it, but just too far out in front of her. So we are under a minute to go here. So not a lot of time left in the first overtime to get that winning goal, but more than a few seconds here. Loveland with the ball back in, trying to turn it. Put out a play by Maria Spias. Played this game tonight. Throwing for number 10 for Loveland is Claire Massey. Subbing out is number 25, Caitlin Andrews, I believe. He's had a nice game tonight. .14 seconds to go here, so we are definitely in nitty-gritty time. Going to try to make a long kick here, get the bounce, but I think no matter what, there's not going to be enough time. So we got one overtime done. We're heading into overtime number 2. We'll see if somebody can decide this before penalty kicks. Show some highlights of tonight's match, and there's been some good ones.
I'm so glad I brought a hoodie.
Obviously the first one being the Mason goal early in the first half that gave them this lead. And then obviously the second goal was a skilled play on the one where they just buried it into the net on the header. Just a few minutes before, if not a minute before, Loveland had seemingly had missed a massive opportunity to tie the game on a breakaway that they just played wide. It seemed after that play, you kind of figured that was going to be it for Loveland, but no, only a minute later, less than a minute later, I think they got the opportunity to tie the game, and they did. Mason has steadied themselves, and in this overtime played solid, but so has Loveland. I think that overtime period, it was pretty much 50-50. More like the first half than the second half. Ironically, I mean, Mason scored their goal in the first half, and Loveland scored their goal in the second half. When the way the game was played, you almost would have thought it was the opposite. But an even match throughout. Even with all the possession with Mason, there hasn't been very many scoring opportunities. And with Loveland, very few opportunities on their end. Obviously, the ones that they got, they took advantage of. So Mason wants to continue to extend the pressure here in the second half, kind of like they did in the second overtime and part of the overtime. If you're Loveland, you want to put pressure on Mason, maybe force a corner kick or some kind of foul outside the box, or maybe even inside the box, and win on your specialty play. Doesn't mean you can't win on your regular play, though, with the long balls or passes there. We'll see what happens here in the second half. Right now, they got to be going on adrenaline. Knowing there's a lot to play for, lots of nerves, but really tonight neither team has played nervous. If anything, in the second half, I thought Loveland was playing a little bit with the pressure from Mason. Maybe they were pressing a little bit. They weren't playing nervous. They might just have been pressing in terms of trying to get goals and, you know, maybe trying to do a little bit too much. So Loveland gets the kickoff here at the beginning of the second half, or second overtime period, I'm sorry, to see who can get the rights to be in the regional finals versus Beaver Creek, the number 3 in the state, Beaver Creek. So whoever leaves this game is going to be tired and going to have to play an opponent which would be higher ranked than either one of these. But with some momentum coming off of an overtime victory. See if Mason can clear the ball here. It's getting kicked around to the middle, which gets you nervous. Still in play. Can Loveland get it out? It just seems to be bouncing around, and they finally do, but no, not necessarily. Here's Loveland now pressing the attack. Throw in for Loveland. And number 27, Maria. High ball here. Well cleared out. That could have been dangerous if they could have played it back in. Pushed her in the back a little bit, but not enough to warrant a foul. Across to the middle. Can Mason clear it out? And once again, they do. Ball is cleared by Natalie Atkins. Atkins' sisters have played well tonight. Loveland rushing to try to get back to it so they can get a shot on the goal. Mason would love to counter here with a scoring opportunity of their own. Going hard to the ground, playing hard. Both sides. A little slow to get up. Loveland taking advantage, making a run there with the speed. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, point blank. Basically on her head, she had the chance to go to the regional finals, and she did not. I don't think that was not an offside. I mean, that was the game. Loveland could look back at that one and say, wow, that was a chance to go on to the regional finals, and Mason figure themselves very lucky that the game didn't end on that play. If she'd have headed it down, it was in the net. Couldn't see who's down over there. This is a chance for both sides to catch their breath a little bit, even though we've only played a minute in overtime, so hopefully at this point they're not too much out of breath. Except for the fact that they've been playing for 95 some minutes. So we take a breather here. Just summarizing tonight's game. Mason got the first goal and halfway through the first half, take a 1-0 lead. Second half, most of the second half, Mason pressed Loveland for a second goal, never got the second goal. Loveland, with about 4 minutes to go, had a breakaway. Mason keeper came out, forced the Loveland kicker to kick it wide of the net. Appeared to be in position to move to the regional finals. Then a minute later on a free play or on a specialty kick, Scored it on the header, crossed it, and put it in the net. And slow to get up here for Mason is number 10. That's Allison Winterhaller, who's been a key player for Mason. Hopefully, if Mason goes on to win this game, she will be in a position to play in the next game. The other thing to consider is if we go to PKs, she will probably not be able to take penalty kicks. With how she's walking, I doubt she's going to take a PK, so that's going to put the pressure on to somebody else to take that penalty kick. We'll see. Maybe Mason can finish it before that and make the penalty kick a moot point. Goal kick for Mason. Ball played wide. Loveland, all of a sudden, Loveland is starting to take some of the possession of this game back away from Mason, and that has not been the case all night. Getting bolder, seeing if they can get that goal. I guess the counter of that is this might give Mason a chance to counter themselves. Nicole Onweiler again making some sweet moves. Back onto her feet. Not what Loveland wanted to do is give the ball right back to her. She's solid pass right there. Mason can win. Let's see if Nicole Onweiler can get a turn on the ball. Putting pressure. Oh, she's going to take a one-timer if she can. Mason, she couldn't get on her foot to do that. But here's Loveland with a chance. Oh, ricocheted back. She gets an opportunity. She's going to take a shot. She's looking to get it in position. She is given, like I said, she has been giving them fits all night. Ball played well. She's going to make a run in. Atkins, see if she can make a big play, take a shot. Oh, just not enough on that. Good idea to make a run on it, though, just in case she loses possession of it. But some opportunities for there. The offense has been running through Nicole Onweiler all night. Again, played out of play with a little bit 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Mason took a little bit of possession back, but Loveland now has a throw-in. Loveland has been a threat all night with their speed, playing the ball down the sides and just outrunning Mason. Another nice run. See if she can make a move here. Plays it back to Nicole Onweiler. See if Nicole can make a solid pass in the middle. Nobody wants to take her on because she's been turning them around all night. Here she goes again. Oh, that's a solid play by Loveland, but wow. Surprised at that call. If anything, I wouldn't have called anything on that play. Didn't know if that was a foul on Mason, but I'm not on the field. Rough call. Now the head ref is been provided with some cheers and taking his whistle, so we'll see. I don't think he's going to give it up at this point. Keeper needs to come out here. There she goes. So 10 minutes to go for somebody to decide their fate besides some PKs. Let's see if somebody's going to be a hero. Ball took a hop on the, she's a little disappointed she let that one get away. Loveland substituting number 12 coming in. Taking a breather for Mason is Nicole Onweiler. Dangerous. Kick for Mason. Let's see if they can get an opportunity here to get a shot on net. Hasn't been many. It's been tough. Here it might be, though. Oh, good ball through. Let's see if Jenna Burns can get on there. She couldn't quite get there, but maybe she can force it to the corner. What they would love is a corner kick at this point. But down in their corner is not bad.
Coming in again now for the Comets, number 16, Caitlin Heckler.
Coming in for the Comets, Caitlin Heckler. Nice throw in. Oh! Did you get a one-timer? Nope, went wide. Played it back to the middle. Mason would love to get one shot at just a good shot on net. And it just has not been hard. Just can't penetrate that Loveland defense in the final third of the field. They've been pressed, but they've been solid. Again, kind of a questionable call, I thought. I really didn't see much of a foul there. A little bit tight at this point. Taking some time away from Mason there on their side of the field, especially since it goes into Mason coach not real happy at those last two calls against his side on fouls that didn't seem very much like fouls to me. That was pushing the back. And he missed that one. Wow. I mean, that was a blatant push in the back. Boy, now he seems to be swallowing his whistle on plays that seem to be fouls. Done a nice job all night, but in the last couple of minutes, boy, I don't know, this one scares you if it gets out or not. But with the hops, it's good. We're seeing a no call in the replay, and honestly, the last couple of calls have been a little bit questionable. I'm not sure where he's coming from, or he just doesn't want to be intimidated, and he doesn't call the calls. But anyway, calls them as he sees them. Getting into nitty-gritty time, we got about 6 minutes left. Enough time for both sides to score, but not a lot of time left. There's been 4 or 5 of those tonight on the corner kicks that have just been played out to the side. It's almost like she doesn't want to play it up the middle, so she's playing it out intentionally. I don't know. Maybe someone's scaring her. Oh, this is a hop. Oh, my goodness. With the turf bounce, it's scary. Corner. Is he saying it hit the football goalpost? Oh, boy. And then he calls a play, a corner kick, which for Mason is scary because of how Loveland's been playing this all day. He is going to get some help. Did it, so if the goalie hit it and hit the crossbar, that's out of play. Yeah, so that's out of play, so they switched it. It never actually, so maybe it hit the crossbar first. Wow. You know, wow. Yeah, it's hard to know what happened without seeing the replay. Did it, I mean, if it hit the football crossbar, then it would be out of play. Okay. Did the keeper ever play it? Maybe after it had already been out of play. Either way, that was scary the way it bounced. Here comes Mason. I almost feel like Loveland's been emboldened by getting that goal. So they've been playing, ever since they got that goal, they've been playing with a lot more confidence. If you're Mason, though, all you need is one good shot. Nice turn. Wow, but Uh-oh. Well defended. Well defended. That was scary. That ball up the middle. Very scary for Mason. Gonna make a nice run, make Loveland knock defender, and man, it was well defended by Loveland. But right back to Mason. Ricocheted. She went to the middle. I would have liked her to go down the side on that play. Looked like she had some room with Elise Holler. There you go. Gonna make a run down the middle, see if somebody can stop her. Very nice run. Can she get it through? She does. Oh, very well played. Can Holler turn her? She can turn her. She might have the game winner here. Oh, it ricocheted back. Oh, good opportunity there for Mason. At least Holler's got some speed, so that's a dangerous play. Kept it in front of her, very solid. Mason controls it. Can they force it down this right side again? I would play it right back to Adkins. Ricochet ball. To win that ball. She did. Well, this could be an opportunity here. If she can turn, get a shot from the middle of the field. Oh, take a shot on net. Oh, just a little bit wide. Was that deflected? No. Goal kick. So we've only got 2.5 minutes left. There's not many opportunities left to decide this in regulation.
It is wide of the post. It'll be a Tigers goal kick.
Goal kick for Loveland. Let's see if Mason or Loveland can get another opportunity to end this in overtime rather than penalty kicks. Off the side, can she beat her? Beat her on the side? Or there's Ricochet. Oh, if she just barely. If she could have got to the middle of that, she had an opportunity. Looks like Elise Holler's feeling a little tired. Or took a shot in the gut there. This might be an opportunity here if she can turn. Oh, she wants to get onto her foot. Can she beat her and get it to the corner? Well defended by Loveland. Smartly plays it out there rather than try to bring it up the field. But if you're Mason, you got a minute and a half. You got somebody right in the middle of the field there. If they could somehow play it to the middle, she's open. Down at the 25-yard line. Can she turn? Boy, if I'm net, I might just take a shot. See if you can get it on net, and you never know. There you go, not a bad idea. Couldn't get enough power on it, but you never know. She could give up a rebound there, and Mason all of a sudden gets the game winner. We got 1 minute left, so we are running out of time to get this decided in playing time. Mason might have one opportunity here. Nope, played back in by Loveland. Played wide, 45 seconds. Can Elise Holler make a run down the side? Maybe. She's got the foot speed for sure. There you go. This could be it. That's a good ball. Oh, just can't get it. Could not turn it. That might have been the last really good opportunity there. There is no way the Loveland Mason player is going to get turned around there. We got 15 seconds. Boy, they've got almost no time to get another shot here. Oh, she played it to the middle. If anything, that gives them a chance. 6 seconds to go. Can she beat her on the foot speed? Oh, nope, she can't. That's it. PKs, folks. Always PKs. You know, the Masons' advantage in the PKs, they've got more students to be down by the PK shots. So it's going to come down to keepers here. Going to come down to players as well. Who's going to make it? Always a tough way to decide a match, but honestly, very well played match. I mean, if if you're Mason, you could say, you know what, we had the lead, chance to go on with 3 minutes, but if you're Loveland, you know, you got to take game-tying goal. Did what you had to do in the last moments, so you've earned the right to be here as well. So as we get to PKs, I guess they were denied the opportunity to go behind the net, or they would have been too far behind to even be a factor. So instead, they're going to be a factor on this side. And the Loveland fan base, all of a sudden, they're looking pretty large as well. So we are into penalty kicks. And penalty kicks are, as you would imagine, whoever scores the most penalty kicks wins. There was 5 kicks. I think the rules on PKs is you have to be in the game at the end of the game to be in penalty kicks. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's going to come down to who can settle their nerves here and make the kicks when needed. Don't know much history on this. I'm not sure with Loveland. Be interested to know. It won't really matter. But I think these are the first penalty kicks for this playoff season anyway. So the winner of this gets the rights to play Saturday in the regional final with the rights to get to the state final 4. So nervous time here at Monroe High School. So I'm sure both are ready to get this on and ready to make the saves. Okay, we're about ready to set into the PKs. Let the PKs talk for themselves. Down to penalty kicks. For seniors, nervous time for sure, because you're not sure if you're going to be, if this is the last time you're going to be wearing a Mason or a Loveland uniform. So the Mason side is lining up on the 50-yard line. And it looks like penalty kicks will start with Loveland taking the penalty kick, which means Mason will be looking at what they need to do. What's that? Perfect. Oh, and this I have no idea. Thought Mason had it, but Loveland made their move. Being asked for my opinion on the penalty kicks. No idea. I think penalty kicks are a roll of the dice. We saw the FC Cincinnati game in their first, and it went to penalty kicks. And it was 5 penalty kicks. Both sides made them perfect. And on the 6th penalty kick, Nashville missed it. And the whole FC Cincinnati team proceeded to storm the field thinking they had won the match. Well, they hadn't. They still had to make their penalty kick, which they did. But anyway, caught up in the excitement. So I'm not sure right now who's going to take the first penalty kick. All right, looks like Mason's going to be beginning with the penalty kick. And stepping up for Mason is, I can't tell what number. I'm not sure if being the first one is good or not. Allison Winterhalter. Which she was the one that limped off near the end of the overtime, I thought, on the field. But she looks good now. So Allison Winterhaller. Senior. Gonna step up and let's see what she does. First one, got it. What you want? She's glad to get her night over with. She did her job. And let's see what Loveland can do here. See if Loveland can match up. For Loveland, I'd say if it was number 11. Brooke Harden, maybe? I think Brooke Harden, 11, a senior. Here we go. Save. Big save for Mason. So now Mason takes the early advantage. Big opportunity here for Mason to really put the pressure on Loveland if she can put it in the net. Olivia Polnow with the chance to give Mason their second goal. But she did. Buried it in the left corner. Beautiful kick. Now number 27, I think, stepping in for this one. Number 17, Maria Boscher-Doust, a junior. Lots of pressure on her right now. Because if she doesn't make this, Mason's got a 2-goal advantage and a 5 kick, that's substantial. There we go. She moved early. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Did she accuse was it our keeper who left early? Was that why? Not sure. Saved it again. She's guessing right. So even with the second opportunity, she saved it the second time. So, Mason puts this one in. There's tons of pressure on Loveland. At this point, Mason has to make 2 of the final 3 kicks to win no matter what Loveland does. So if they make this one, they only have to make 1 of the last 2. But they still have to make them. Tori Bono, number 6, with the chance to give Mason a commanding lead if she can put this one in the net. Oh, she hit the crossbar. Oh, boy. Oh. Could that have landed in? That's the question. Could that have been in when they landed? Don't think so. So we'll see what happens here. Can they narrow the gap or can they keep the lead at 2? And it's down to 1. So now it's 3 kicks, it's 2-1. So if you're Mason, if you make the final 2 kicks, you're in. So what you want to do if you're Mason is you want to put this in the net, because if you put this in the net, then Loveland has to make the next kick or it's over. So we've got Natalie Atkins. No, they're up. They're up regardless. So let's see what happens here. Boy, didn't hit it real hard, but got in the net. Loveland has to make it. So Loveland has to make this or their season's over. And if Loveland makes it, then Mason makes their kick, the season's over for Loveland. So this is a pressure kick for sure. This kick, if it's saved, would send Mason on to the regional final. Not could, it would. So we will see what happens here. It's over. Mason has won. Mason has made it to the regional final. She put it over the net. And Mason survives. Mason wins in PKs. Tremendous game, just got down to the PKs. And you know what? Mason keeper made a couple of nice saves, put the pressure on Loveland. Bottom line is, though, both teams played a tremendous game. I mean, give kudos to Loveland with the season on the line. 3 minutes left in the game. They had just missed the tying goal kick, and they ended up getting the tying goal kick. So they gave Mason everything that they could handle. In the overtime, Mason was just better. They just made the kicks when they needed to. Tremendous game here. Disappointing season for Loveland, the defending state championships, lose in overtime to Mason, but certainly no shame in that. I mean, it was a tremendous game. And we're about ready to do the handshakes here for both sides. I think we had a tremendous game here. We're going to see the PKs, okay. We're showing here the game PKs to help win the contest, and then the PK at the end that missed it. But ended the game. For Mason, season continues. For Loveland, they go home. Successful season again. I mean, 15-1-3 is a great season. For Mason, they continue to improve, continue to win, and Beaver Creek's going to have all they can handle on Saturday in the regional final, with the chance for Mason to again get to the state Final Four and win that elusive state title. We're going to show the replays for the game replays. What times? So anyway, from Monroe High School this evening, I'll wrap up here with Mason with a dramatic penalty kick win in an exciting match, which saw Mason take a lead early in the first half, middle of the first half. Loveland, dramatic game-tying goal with 3 minutes to go. Mason righted themselves, got to penalty kicks, and then penalty kicks were solid, made the shots they needed to make. Loveland missed the last one. Mason moves on. So for Ian Liddell, thank you for another great game, and maybe we'll see you down the road. Have a good evening.